Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making a chuck roast in a Ninja Foodi. Alright guys, I'm starting out in my Ninja Foodi. I have preheated on the saute sear setting. And you're probably saying, well, here goes another pressure cooker, pot roast, or chuck roast. We're going to do a little different. We're going to pressure cook it and then we're going to air fry it. I'm not going to saute it in the pan at all. But the reason I have saute on is I'm going to saute up some onions. So I'm going to start out here by putting a little olive oil in here. And what this is going to do, this is going to help flavor the chuck roast, but it's also going to help flavor the gravy we're going to make. So I have one large onion I cut into large chunks. We're going to get it in the Ninja here and start sauteing that onion until it starts to turn translucent. And by sauteing it, that will put an extra depth of flavor into our gravy. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all sauteed up, guys. Okay, now that my onion's sauteed for a little bit and they're translucent, I'm going to dump a 14.5 ounce can of beef broth in here. And I'm going to put just about a teaspoon of salt in there because the beef broth is never really salty enough for my liking. Give that a quick stir, guys. Now I'm going to put the trivet in that came with the Ninja Foodi. And I have a 3-pound chuck roast here that I seasoned with some salt and pepper. Let me pick this bad boy up. I seasoned it with some salt and pepper and some garlic powder. Keeping my seasonings pretty simple. And I'm putting it fat side up. That way there, as it cooks, or as it pressure cooks, that fat will melt and run down over the roast to help make it more tender and season it. So I'm going to go ahead and get my pressure cooker lid on here. I'm going to set that on seal. Now I'm going to cancel the sear function. Push the power off here for a minute. Okay, now I'm going to pressure cook, and we're going to set this to pressure cook on high pressure for 1 hour. Then I'll allow that to do a natural release of the pressure, because if you do a quick release, your roast will seize up and it won't be as tender. So I'm going to let that go for 1 hour, let it do that natural release, and we're ready to move on to the air frying part to brown up that roast. I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, my hour's up. I'll have to do that natural release of the pressure. Now the roast don't look too appetizing at the moment, but I'm going to take it out. I'm going to dump that beef broth into a bowl. We're not throwing it out, we're setting it aside. We're going to make a gravy. Then we're going to put the roast back in and we're going to air crisp it up. So I'll bring it back when I have the roast back in there. Alright guys, I took out all that beef broth, set it aside like I said I was going to. I put my roast back in. I preheated the power head on this, the air fryer head, for about 5 minutes. I've just set at 400. I'm going to give this about 5 minutes. And we'll see how that looks after 5 minutes. And I have it set on the air crisp setting. The air fryer has setting for air crisp, bake, roast, and broil, but we're doing on the air crisp. So that hot air should circulate all around that roast and brown it evenly. After 5 minutes, we'll give it a look and see if we need to give more time or if that's good. Alright guys, that's been 5 minutes, but I'm going to give it like 2 more minutes to get a little extra more crispy, or a little extra more browned. So I'm going to turn this back up to 400 and I'm going to give it like 2 more minutes. Alright guys, it's been 7 minutes total. See how nice and golden brown that is? I'm going to take that out and tin it in foil and let it rest while I make our gravy. Alright, I have the Ninja Foodi set on the saute high setting, and I'm bringing my broth up to a boil. I have a flour water slurry here that I made. We're going to thicken this gravy up with that. I'm just going to whisk this in and let this boil for a little bit, and that'll tighten up nice for me. Okay, as soon as my gravy's done, guys, this will be ready to roll. We'll slice up that roast beef and fix up a plate. Alright guys, let me get in here and slice this roast beef up, this chuck roast. See how nice and juicy it is on the inside there? It's crisp on the outside, browned up. Alright guys, my gravy's nice and thick. We're ready to go. Let's go ahead and fix up a plate and see what we got. Guys, I also went ahead and made some mashed potatoes and gravy and corn to go with this. You know I made the gravy, but nothing beats a Sunday dinner like homemade mashed potatoes. Now guys, look at that nice crust on that from air frying. It's tender and juicy on the inside. Has a nice bark on the outside. It's really seasoned well. I'll go ahead and taste some of this gravy that we made. That's really delicious, guys. Started out with the beef broth, made it rich. Then the drippings from the roast, the chuck roast, dripping down in there. That's really good, guys. All right, there you have it. Chuck roast and a Ninja Foodi. Give it a try. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.